shaky now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton. This is White on the screen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
This is Michelle on the counter. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Newton, slant route, caught by Edelman. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Michelle. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Sony Michel won't get there. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 45. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Forced it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dietrich Wise Jr. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Rolling to his into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take
the Browns drive about to get started.
Their own 31-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, 5,
I'ma show you,
and
man.
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, 69 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Michel, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sony Michel, the ball.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Michel. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Slam. Kick. Hey, turn it out. Check the hot read.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal.
We got 4.
And they will run it with Michelle. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
A 20-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Eluding the pressure right. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Nick Folk for the extra point.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Steps away. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with a touchdown pass. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
First down, Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Play fake. Murray. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Cardinals first down.
Murray going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. And that'll be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there. 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get it started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from Nashville. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Henry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a dump off here complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Henry. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A toss right to Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Flushed out right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Torn back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Vince Williams on the tackle.
It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
At the Steelers' 14-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, it's Henry, and he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tennessee Titans.
Set to kick off.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete. And it's second down. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's second down.
30-yard line.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And got his man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Derrick Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. Shifts by him, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver to get him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook. And they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Sponge.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Check. Crunch.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 83 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
The 26-yard line.
A toss left, Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Rolling to his left. Man open left side is Brown. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down, escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. And that'll set them back 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, here's Stephen Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Jackson looking to throw on third. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson looking downfield for Dez. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a first down throw, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And some room to roam now. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On 1st and 10, Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And this one's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill being chased out left. Over the middle here to Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought he was going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Tannehill on 3rd down. He finds Humphreys. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Tannehill on 1st down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Again, it's Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
From 3 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
16, Ravens 7.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
4-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. JK.
There he goes left side. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 8. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
3rd and
they'll try to run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now it's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill, flush to his right. Out to the right to Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill now on the option. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop. and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 4th down, Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. He's got his target. It's Humphries. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tannehill, they'll roll him out right. Now he's got it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point. You're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. You got the slim lead late in the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick is good. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Today's final score, Ravens 23.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they